and welcome back to another episode of Motivational Mondays, where we kick off your week with positivity, inspiration, and a little push to get you closer to your goals. I'm your host, Gina Zarina Queens, and today we're diving into a topic that's really powerful, and it's about setting goals. Setting goals is like giving your dreams a roadmap. Without goals, it's easy to feel lost, overwhelmed, or stuck in the same place. But when you set clear and actionable goals, you give yourself direction and purpose. So, why are goals so important? Because they give you something to aim for. Imagine trying to hit a target you can't see. It's kind of impossible, right? Like, goals give you a clarity, focus, and motivation to keep pushing forward, even on tough days. Tony Robbins once said, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. Your goals are like a bridge between where you are now and like where you want to be. So the clearer your goals are, the easier it is to, cross the bridge pretty much. So how do we set effective goals? Well, one of the best ways is to use the SMART framework. And that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So we're going to start with the specific. Really, that's meaning be more clear about what you want. Instead of saying, I want to get healthy, say I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months. Like, really be specific. And then when we get to measurable, that pretty much means make sure you can track your progress. You don't want to be lost and where am I at on the timeline, And then the achievable, of course, you want to set goals that challenge you but are still realistic. We don't want to set some high goal where it's it seems super impossible to get there. Let's be real with ourselves. Let's set realistic goals that we know ourselves. So let's set some things that we know that we can do, right? And relevant means to pretty much align your goals with your values and long-term dreams. Make sure it's always relevant to your life, what's going on, and it makes sense. And of course, the time bound, give yourself a deadline to stay motivated. So if you set a timeline, that would kind of keep you on track with, okay, I only have this certain amount of time or this open window to get this done. So it creates a sense of urgency a little bit. But, so here's another powerful quote I would like to give you. And it's from Robbin, Sharma. And it says, dream big, start small, act now. Don't get caught up in trying to do everything at once. Focus on small steps you can take today, and you can do that, and you can move on to the next step tomorrow. So I'm gonna give you some actionable tips for achieving goals. So now let's now that we got you set on your goals, here are some 3 just things that can help you stay on track. Like I always say, what's my favorite thing? Write it down. That's always my favorite. Journaling. Matter of fact, y'all let me know. Should I start doing the journals? If y'all need a journal, maybe I'm going to start selling the journals so I can hook y'all up. Some good ones. So, first of all, write it down. Studies show that writing down your goals make you more likely to achieve them. Put them somewhere you can see daily to remind yourself of your why. Secondly, break them into milestones. Like I always tell you, break it down, smaller parts. So large goals can feel super overwhelming. Break them down to smaller, manageable tasks, and celebrate each. I always tell you, celebrate them little milestones, them wins, that progress. Definitely celebrate that along the way. And 3, hold yourself accountable. I always say so. Just be real with yourself. You. You know what I mean? Don't even waste time trying to fake the funk or try to do something you ain't got no business doing. Just be real with yourself. Look, I can achieve this. It is, you know what I mean? And, just share your goals with someone that you can trust, or use a planner to track your progress. You know what I mean? Accountability keeps you focused and motivated. So, if you do hold yourself accountable, you can actually realistically track your progress, and it's so much better. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about the progress, right? So as you work towards your goals, don't be afraid to adjust and adapt. Let's be real, like, life is unpredictable, stuff happens. So, but your commitment to growth will keep you moving forward, trust me. But I want to leave you with this thought. A goal without a plan is just a wish, but a plan without goal becomes a promise you make to yourself. So this week, I kind of challenge you to sit down, set at least one meaningful goal, write it down, create a plan, and take them first steps. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be intentional, So I'm going to leave you my last quote. It's from Tony Robbins. He said, setting goals is the first step into turning the invisible into visible. Let's start and make our dreams visible, one goal at a time. So, that's all for today for my episode of Motivational Mondays. I just want to thank you so much for joining me on the journey. If these topics resonate with you, please share them with someone or who can use this little bit of motivation for the week. Trust me, I'm sure it'll be helpful, or, they'll just appreciate it, that you sent them something their way. But, I just want to thank all the new listeners for coming. You guys are great. Welcome. And I just want to thank all the returning listeners. You guys are lit. Love you guys. I so appreciate your support. Please drop a line. I love you. So thanks for joining again. But unfortunately, we are out here live.